Now that we've refreshed your memory from lighting design, I just want to show you how you use Vectorworks to do the measurements rather than in hand. You will find that it is much easier to use Vectorworks to do this kind of two-dimensional lighting symbol photometrics than it is to actually do it by hand, simply because you can repeat, copy, move things around. It's very easy. There is another advanced level to this, and that is 3D light rendering. You can actually turn lights on and off and do your photometrics that way, but that requires knowing 3D drafting, and I'm not covering that in this class. So we're going to stick to what we know and how to apply what we know to this method. And then if you would like to take an independent study in the simple aspects of 3D Spotlight, we can definitely do that for you. All right, so first, I provided you with this drawing so that you can actually work within this drawing. I am going to start with one of, you can find it over here, one of these. I just copied it and moved it over to the side here because it's got very clearly labeled what's going on, distance from ground to the image plane of the lighting instrument. If you haven't taken lighting design in class, I'm sorry, some of this may be a little hard to understand, but it will become clear over time. So here is the height of the image plane, and here's the electric trim height, which are two different planes, right? So they're 1 foot 4 inches apart. Also, this is the surface where people will be standing, this green line here. The thing that I want you to remember is if they are standing on a chair or on stairs or anything like that, you have to, you know, sort of draw those things in and then put the person on top of it, because it completely changes where the head height of the person is, where you're trying to hit the lighting instrument. So one of the good things about this drawing is that they're here in the Photometrics tutorial. If you go into the Resource Manager Photometrics tutorial, you will see the folder for lighting instruments. And this is much easier than going through all of those architectural items. And so there are your lighting instruments. And there's also these photometrics symbols. I made these myself. They're really easy to make. So if you're working with a lighting instrument that is not one of the ones listed here, you just basically create a center line and then you enter the angle. So you can just tab over to the angle. So you could say, I don't know, 15 degrees. Don't forget that it needs to be a half of what it would actually be. And you have to use a negative in the opposite direction, right? And then what you would do is select all of this and create a symbol. Modify, create symbol. And you always want to do this next mouse click option. You always want to, so that you can do it right here at the point, because that's where you want to be able to put this in. So I'm just going to escape out of all that. But that's how those are made. And any symbols can be made yourself. Even these lighting instrument symbols can be made or purchased online. So this intro is getting a little long, so I am going to pause here and start a new video that actually talks about how to do photometrics. We'll call the next one Step 1.